Landing in my neighborhood, scouring the streets between the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges for a place to park, I found a spot on Water Street, overlooking the East River, and sat there taking in the dank view and nursing a foul mood. Manhattan cut a dark chiaroscuro in the thick haze, as I ran my eyes over the skyline, feeling like a dope, a dupe, and a doofus, wondering how it was possible I once believed this Babylon on Hudson, this Gomorrah between the rivers, was the cultural center of the universe. What a sham. A scam, an utterly filthy joke. There's no culture in New York. It's all couture. I got out of my car, slamming the door. The city across the river no longer held out any hopes for me. No dream of accomplishment, no fantasy of fulfillment. Our romance was over. Across the East River, the swarm of news helicopters sniffing out the next disaster were just an annoyance of flies circling a steaming pile of shit. Crossing the shadows in the canyon between the bridges, I turned toward the loft on Plymouth Street. The stretch of blocks known as Dumbo is always fairly deserted at this time of night. The remaining factories not yet overtaken by lofts had disgorged their workers hours ago, while the local loft dwellers were homebound prisoners of the neighborhood blight. The cheap amber glow of the mercury vapor lights gave the streetscape an unhealthy glow. The sidewalks looked like jaundiced skin, the cobblestones like bad teeth. Passing a loading dock, I glanced at the woman dumpster diving and quickened my step. This was not a street for the faint of heart. Carol, my ex, was right about one thing. If we'd lived in Brooklyn back in the day, Warhol never would have visited my studio. Coming from Boston, I was unaware of the condescension until I moved to Brooklyn. But no one who lives in Manhattan willingly crosses the East River.